Obel has never been 15 rounds, by the way. And Hagler, in fact, fought a 15-round draw in his first crack at the championship against Antifermo, who was subsequently beaten by Alan Minter. Tony SIBSON, you wonder now what sort of pattern Hagler's trying to do. He seems a certain amount of frustration about him. He's getting on top just a bit now, isn't he?
He's much stronger inside, but he is allowing Obel to catch him with those dangerous right by-low punches, and he can't afford to do that because you get caught on the whiskers, your lights can be turned out.
Well, we'll see whose lights are going out here because the punches are getting harder in the fourth round now. I think the reconnaissance stuff is over and the battle's starting. So this is old-fashioned pro battling, this is. See, he was all right when he was on top, Obel, but when he's under fire like this, we've got to test now the grit and the test of wills at this level, I promise you, in championship fights. This battering ram of a champion coming at you. And the crowd now really reacting because it's taken 4 rounds for Hagler to really start moving into top gear. We'll watch that again in replay. Tony?
He's starting to come on top now, and his strength inside is much more than Obel's. And as he backs Obel up, he's firing good hard punches, and it's working.
Round 5, and you sense that Obel saying, hello, this man means business at last. I had it good early on, but you can't write him off yet. Remember that Hagler stopped 45 opponents. Obel, who hasn't fought entirely in that class, really, has stopped 35. And when Obel seeks to grab and hold a little bit like that, you realise that he is being hurt inside. Well, there you are, nearly put the lights out with that swing, Hagler. Must be a demoralising man to fight, Hagler. Obel's thrown good right hands to the body, but knocked other people out. Hasn't made much impression on this fella. Really is built like a brick air raid shelter for a middleweight. Mind you, the fellow next to me's got enough muscles to be pushing me off the seat, Tony SIBSON. This fellow's got muscles coming out of his ears, Hagler, isn't he? Hagler's not always a brawling fighter. He won the AAU championships when he was 20, at a time when Ray Leonard couldn't win them, so he knows a bit about the boxing business as well. Minute to go in the round. Good inside fighting here. They're certainly not doing too much clinching. This is the sort of fighting that suits your style, isn't it, Tony?
Yes, but he's certainly breaking Obel down now. And Obel seems to weaken as soon as he takes a good shot. He just seems to go into his shell. But Hagler's piling it on.
Well, that was it. The man who looked like getting on top, the first good punch he's been caught, and I'm wondering now whether he's even going to make the count. No, he isn't. The legs have buckled under him in round 5. It took Hagler a while to get into his stride, and when he did, it was good night all, or in this case, good morning all. So the 5th defence of the World Boxing Association and World Boxing Council Championship and all the supporters here of the Hagler camp from Brockton, Massachusetts, well pleased with their man, who at least is permitting himself a smile, so he's human after all. Let's have a look now in replay, Tony. You see, by this time, Hagler's really getting on top, murdering him to the body. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bringing the punches down. And there goes the right hand. He showed it and landed, and he almost put his hands on the floor before he hit the canvas, and that looked about it. He was never really going to make it. So there he is, going to the front of the stage of this theatre with only 2,000 people in it. And certainly Marvin Hagler put on the right show.
When you hit him with that punch, I got the feeling you knew he wasn't going to get up.
I knew he wasn't going to get up, and I think it would have been a bad mistake on his part if he did, because the way how I wanted to do it was to finish this guy. He made a lot of excuses in the first fight. He made the excuse saying that he was sick, and there was no way. When a guy fights for a championship, he's in the best condition of his life, which I understand because I've been there before. And I feel as though that it was a poor way for him to, by him saying that he was sick was only a downgrade to me.
Yes.
And so this way now, I remember saying to the press after the fight was he sick this time?
I think he was sick afterwards, Marvin.
Oh.
Marvin, at this point, can I risk life and limb and perhaps bring on your next challenger, Tony SIBSON, whom you haven't met before? Tony, please. Met the champ officially for the first time in your challenge.
Tony, but I don't shake hands at the fight.
All right. So are you starting the hate campaign at this stage already? I mean, you're not quite that bad boy image.
No, I'm looking forward. I'm in a very good mood today. I'm very happy about the win last night because it was a great move in my career. It was my 5th title defense since I won the title from Alan Menta, and I'm very happy about it.
Tony, would you come in here? You were impressed, I know, with his punching power, and actually he respects your dedication, I can tell you that, Marvin. Tell me more about what you thought of that punch and how you're going to face that now.
No, I was watching Marvin very closely last night and watching all the good moves he was pulling out on Obel, and it just Obel just fell to pieces after 2 rounds, and I feel that I'm a different sort of style altogether, and I'm more compact in Obel. And I think to myself, I can maybe create more of a problem.
Yeah, you don't seem to be scared of him at all. You can tell him to his face if you are.
No, we're in business. We're in business, and it's a business, and I want to know where I'm going in life. I've beaten all of Europe. I've sidestepped nobody, and I've taken on all comers. And now I'm asking Marvin if he'd give me the chance and maybe fight for a world title, and it means so much.
Well, you were #1 for a long time and didn't get your shot, so you can know how he feels, SIBSON, can't you, Marvin?
Sure, and this is the reason why we're going to give him the biggest opportunity of his life. He's a very exciting fighter. He has great potentials of being a champion, and I believe this is the reason why that we're going to give Tony a shot. As for myself, there has been a long time before I can even get a shot. There was nobody like myself that would say the things that I'm saying to Tony right now, that I'm willing to give you a shot. Nobody ever said anything like that to me. I had to work for it. I had to get it the hard way, and I'm planning on staying here this way. But I feel very confident that we're going to put on a great show, and just hopefully that the moolah is right behind the scene.
All right, Marvin, would you come to England if the purse bids were right? Have you changed your mind about that?
I can't say anything about that. I leave that up to my manager and trainer. But I will say this. It's not that I have anything against England. The small people that created the problem there, I understand, because it could happen here, it can happen anywhere in the world. But the way how I feel is, you have to be a little nervous. Here I was, the moment of my glory, the things that I've been waiting for all my life, and I was deprived of it. And it happened in London. I love London in a sense because it's got a lot of history behind it. And I would like to take my wife and my family back again and to look at London again. But maybe under different circumstances, not fighting.
Okay, Tony, would you fight Marvin anywhere, hopefully on a neutral site like Monte Carlo or San Remo?
Yeah, sure. You know, the opportunity, I'd go anywhere sort of thing. But I don't blame Marvin for his attitude, because he's right, 100%. The way he got treated, it was very bad and disgraceful. So I understand everything he's saying there. And I'd feel the same if it happened to me. But I'm prepared to go anywhere, sure.
All right, fellas, well, I'm afraid this is the last time you're going to be friendly with each other. Can we have one final handshake? The next time it's for the Championship of the World, and good luck to both of you. Thanks for